If you've been paying attention at all lately, then you've probably noticed that prediction markets are absolutely rocketing right now. Like Polymarket recently raised $2 billion from the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. And even Robinhood is looking to enter the space, rolling out event contracts so you can literally trade on real-world outcomes. So yeah, we're not just talking about crypto anymore. We're talking about a brand new frontier where people and even companies can bet on the truth itself. You see, you can now place bets on anything. Will inflation rise? Will the Fed cut rates? Will a certain candidate win an election? Even if it's going to rain in New York City tomorrow. Now you're probably like, okay, who is that for though? Like, why would anyone want to bet on that, right? Well, here's the thing. This isn't just about gambling. No, at its core, this is about risk and the fact that almost every business on planet Earth is exposed to it. Take McDonald's, for example. Too much rainfall can wreck potato and lettuce crops. Or think Coca-Cola, where droughts in India can mess up their sugarcane supply. All these companies are directly affected by weather volatility, and until now, the way they've protected themselves has been through something called weather derivatives. Now, that market alone is worth tens of billions of dollars, but the problem is, it's old school. It's all done over the counter, it's packed with lawyers, and it's just full of friction. Like, if you make a claim, settlement can take months, if not years, before you get paid out. But now imagine replacing all of that with something instant, something transparent. Well, my friend, that's the power of prediction markets. And that's why adding weather to them is such a big deal. Now, there is a problem though. You see, all of it is currently built on shaky, centralized data feeds. And if millions of dollars are riding on whether or not it rained at some location, then the whole system falls apart without a trusted source of truth. Which is why right now, there's a massive opportunity for this sector, because prediction markets are missing one crucial piece of infrastructure. And that's exactly where Nubila comes in. You see, the reality is, most of the world's weather stations are government run, and they're insanely expensive. Like, they cost over $100,000 each, which is why only a small amount of them ever get deployed. But that's not good, right? Because it results in huge blind spots. Like those weather forecasting tools that people use, they often miss what's happening locally, and the coverage just isn't dense enough. So, in practice, that leads to things like missed hurricane alerts, crop failures, or even flight cancellations. But in prediction markets where millions of dollars depend on exact measurements, it's a non-starter. After all, without reliable data, you don't have trust. And without trust, prediction markets can't even function properly. Okay, so that all makes sense, right? But what's the fix here? Well, for prediction markets to really grow, they need decentralized, tamper-proof data, aka something that everyone can trust. Unfortunately, we do have an analog to the situation here. You see, in DeFi, price feeds were a mess until Chainlink came in. But after they did, suddenly lending protocols and DEXs could operate as they were intended to. So that one piece of infrastructure unlocked an entire industry and it was off to the races. But anyhow, it really looks like weather betting is in the same spot today as DeFi was back then. What I mean by that is that it needs a proper oracle to unlock its true potential. And fortunately, that's exactly what Nubila is building. You see, Nubila's vision is to become the settlement-grade weather oracle. And the way it works is simple. It's a network of low-cost sensors collecting hyper-local weather data and validator nodes verifying that data across the network. So instead of relying on a single government station that might be 50 miles away, you've got a swarm of sensors validating the actual conditions in real time. That data then feeds directly into prediction markets like Polymarket or Kalshi, enabling automatic settlement. Just think of a market that asks, will it rain 10 millimeters in New York City on Saturday? Right now, that answer comes from a centralized source that could be wrong, delayed, or even manipulated. But with Nubila, It comes from a decentralized oracle where thousands of nodes agree on the truth. So that's a game changer. But here's the thing. This isn't just about a cleaner data feed. No, it's also about scale. You see, weather betting is already a $95 million market. But if history tells us anything, once you solve the initial data problem, the market can easily 10x or even 100x super quickly. After all, DeFi proved it, and Chainlink proved it too. So yeah, Nubila is setting itself up as the infrastructure layer that weather markets and prediction markets depend on. Now, if all this sounds super promising to you, then that's great. But how can we actually take advantage of it or be a part of it though? Well, Nubila is still pre-TGE, but you can already participate in their network by running their validator nodes. Those come in 3 tiers, by the way. The cloud node, which is $300, the rainy node, which is $600, and the sunny node, which is $1,500. If you run those, you can earn tokens for verifying weather data. So instead of just betting on outcomes, you're earning by providing the backbone that powers the markets themselves. It's the classic picks and shovels infrastructure play. To put it another way, buying a validator node is roughly equivalent to what you'd mine with a Nubila Marco device in a month, except you don't have to set up anything and the returns are more predictable. The Marco is good for long-term deployment, but in this particular drop that I want to share with you today, it's focused on their validator nodes. Okay, so Nubila validator nodes are only available through Helium Deploy in their private sale. There are just 1,000 nodes available in total, and this is the last chance to qualify for their juicy airdrop before TGE, which is expected in November, just a month away, by the way. So in my opinion, you got scarcity, timing, and upside all aligning here for this particular opportunity. And by the way, I want to just be very clear here. This isn't just theoretical. You see, Nubila already has 21,000 devices deployed across 122 countries. It's ranked number 6 out of all DePIN projects by community sentiment. And every previous node drop has sold out quickly. So yeah, the momentum is real and this next drop is coming really soon. That's why if you want to own a part of the Oracle layer powering the $95 million weather betting boom, then don't wait. Just use my link in the description and grab your node as soon as the drop goes live. After all, prediction markets are quickly turning into a multi-billion-dollar industry, but they can only scale if they're built on trusted oracles. And Nubila's validator nodes could very much be that missing piece.